It is now 6:30 PM on Tuesday, December the 18th. We're in the City Council Chamber at Ratcliffe City Hall, 411 West Lincoln Trail Boulevard, Ratcliffe, Kentucky. And the City Council meeting scheduled for this time and this place will now come to order. Mr. Pike, would you honor us with a invocation?
Yes, sir. Be happy to. Dear Lord, thank you for this day. Thank you for all of our many blessings. Thank you for the nice weather today. Lord, we ask that you be with those in the community who are ill and hurting and not doing well. We ask that they have recovery and health. Lord, thank you for our blessings, and we ask that you give the mayor and the council wisdom as they consider the citizens' business. Bless all those traveling. Thank you for your son Jesus, not just this week, but every week of the year. And it's in his name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
Would you join us in the pledge? I pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Mr. England, would you call the roll?
Yes, sir. Barbara Baker,
Present.
Stan Holmes, Edward Palmer, Tanya Seabrooks,
Present.
Kim Thompson,
Present.
Chris Yates.
Here.
We have a quorum, Mr. Mayor.
City Council, you have the minutes from November the 20th in your packet. You've had a chance to look them over. I'm ready for a motion to approve. So moved.
Second.
Motion and a second. Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
Who would like that second, please?
Barbara Baker.
Barbara.
Second.
Thank you.
Okay. Unfinished business. The first item is an ordinance. Mr. Pike, would you do the second reading?
Yes, sir. This is an ordinance amending Chapter 12, Article 3 of the Code of Ordinances of the City of Radcliffe, Kentucky by amending Section 12-29, Regulation of Parking for the Handicapped. The City Council of the City of Radcliffe does ordain as follows. Whereas the City Council of the City of Radcliffe, Kentucky has previously enacted parking standards and regulations in its Code of Ordinances, and whereas the City Council of the City of Radcliffe, Kentucky desires to amend said ordinance, now therefore be it ordained by the City Council of the City of Radcliffe, Kentucky as follows. That Article 3, Section 12-29 of the Code of Ordinances of the City of Radcliffe is amended to read as follows. Article 3, Parking, Stopping, and Standing. Section 12-29, Regulation of Parking for the Handicapped. Paragraph A, tag required. It shall be unlawful for any person or agent thereof to park a motor or other vehicle in any parking space in the city designated for use by the handicapped or reserved for handicapped persons, unless the vehicle shall have procured a handicapped car license tag from the Commonwealth or any other state, and unless the vehicle being parked had been occupied by a handicapped person. The absence of any such license tag shall be prima facie evidence of a violation. Paragraph B, violation to be reported. The owner, occupant, or operator of any facility whose parking lot contains a handicapped parking space shall report violations of this section to the police department, which shall, upon such reports or upon their own observation, issue appropriate citations. Paragraph C, impounding of illegally parked vehicles. Any vehicle in violation shall be withdrawn from that parking space and transported to any local garage, service station, or detaining facility. An owner or driver may redeem his or her vehicle by paying towing and storage charges and any fines or fees levied. Paragraph D, penalty for violation of section. Each violation of this section shall be deemed a violation, and upon conviction, the violator shall be fined $250 for each offense plus court costs. Any person violating this section may also be found guilty of a civil offense. The civil fine shall be $250. The civil fine shall be paid directly to the city. If the fine is not paid within 30 days from the date of notification, then the city may recover the fine in a civil action in a court of proper jurisdiction. The city may also obtain injunctions or abatement orders to ensure compliance with this section or pursue administrative remedies when appropriate, including injunctions and abatement proceedings. It's a second reading, Mr. Mayor. Ready for motion to adopt.
So moved.
Second.
That's Councilman Yates. And we have a motion and a second. Any discussion? No discussion? Assume you're ready for a vote. Call the roll.
Chris Yates,
Yes.
Tanya Seabrooks,
Yes.
Barbara Baker,
Yes.
Kim Thompson.
Yes.
That motion carries.
Okay, the second item of unfinished business is postponed for discussion at the January work session. So we'll skip to new business. Mr. Moore and Mr. Fraley from Tourism, I think you have a presentation you want to make, discussion.
I'm Bob Moore, Tourism. I happen to be the treasurer.
Charlie Frady, Chairman.
Merry Christmas to each and every one of you.
We plan on making this our last trip this year to see you guys.
We appreciate that, Bob.
Thank you. We handed out a little pamphlet for our information sheet for all of you. This is just our routine. Our audit is due. We're asking you to make a motion and allow us to continue using the same firm that we've been using for the last 14 years.
Are there any objections from anyone on the council?
Nope.
No objections?
No, do you want me to make a motion?
Do you
I
need a
don't-
motion?
I don't think we really need a motion.
Okay.
I think we have to vote on it.
Go ahead and do a motion. We can get
Okay,
it.
do a
Yeah.
motion.
I'll make a motion that, let me make sure I have it correct. Radcliffe Fort Knox Convention and Tourism Commission will use Melissa Martin with Jones and Hurl, certified public accountants, to conduct their fiscal year 2018 audit.
Second.
Have a motion and a second. Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Looks like you got your wish.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Christmas. You feeling all right, Charlie? No? I hope you have a good, healthy Christmas. I know you do. I know.
Oh,
I'm a tough old bird.
Yes, you are.
Okay, for the second new business is the telephone franchise renewal. Mike Pike is going to explain where we are on that.
Good evening, folks. The Brandenburg Telephone Company's franchise for local phone service is expiring, and they have a non-exclusive franchise. It's one of these similar to an LG&E or KU where they're non-exclusive. They've had a franchise for years. The last franchise was 20 years. We can grant up to 20. The council has not been doing that lately. As you guys know, you've been doing a shorter term franchise. Brandenburg has tendered us a potential contract. We are reviewing it. There are going to have to be some changes, I think, in that contract. Brandenburg wants a 20-year term, as you can imagine. Most utilities do. So we're going to have maybe a little bit of back and forth to get this contract worked out. There's really nothing to vote on tonight. If you wanted to vote to grant them a franchise conditioned upon the final negotiation of the agreement for the mayor's signature, we can do that, but I don't think you have to. So it's up to you whether you want to do that or not. I really don't know that you need to do it. Franchise fees are being paid, and they should continue to be paid in the interim. I don't see why they wouldn't be, especially since it's going to be a short turnaround. So, are there any questions on that from the council? We should have something for you in January to look at. I don't see why it should extend much past that at all.
okay.
Oh, that's fine.
I just assume wait till January to vote.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Yeah, so,
Okay. That finishes new business. We're now to city council and mayor comments. Starting with you, yep, go ahead.
We had discussed for January, starting workshop time at 5 o'clock or 5:30.
I think you have to have all six of you here to do that.
We was kind of waiting until after our first one. We'd make that decision at our first one to do it back a little bit.
Other than that, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year's to everybody.
Yes.
Just a reminder to everyone, on December 25th, Christmas Day, we will be hosting at the Coven Community Center Christmas dinner from 1 to 4 p.m. It is completely free. We are not able to do takeout orders at this point, but we invite everybody to come out and enjoy some of the fellowship and the food. And thank you to all the local businesses and many of the elected officials and local leaders who have contributed, and we're still taking donations. Thank you so much. Oh, and Merry Christmas to all. Happy New Year.
I can tell you that Councilwoman Seabrooks is very good at soliciting donations for her Christmas.
Mayor, I'd just like to say it's been an honor to serve under you these past 4 years. You often led us, occasionally followed, Well, now it's time to get the hell out of the way.
Let me just say one last. I don't think too many people really understand what lead, follow, or get the hell out of the way means. What it means
Oh,
is,
thank you.
I will
Thank you,
lead,
Chris.
or I will follow, or I will get out of the way. That's what it means. I think you all took it wrong. I'm glad to be able to clear it up tonight.
Tonight, though.
It has been a very interesting 4 years, and I have actually enjoyed every minute of it. Lois hasn't, but I have.
Mayor,
Yes.
I would like to also thank everybody for coming out tonight. I'd like to wish everybody Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa, whatever else there may be, Happy New Year. And I would like to say that you have worked very diligently your 4 years here. Each and every day you have worked, and I do believe that you've tried to put the city at the top of your list, and I thank you for that. We haven't necessarily agreed upon much, but I do understand that you have worked very hard, and I do think you have the city's best interest at heart.
It's not your job to agree with me.
This is true.
It's not any of your job to agree with me.
But I do agree with Councilwoman Baker.
You are the legislative branch, and I am the executive branch, and I have no problem at all making decisions, none. And I think that's where we probably had a few disagreements, but that's okay with me. Now, let me talk to the whole city of Ratcliffe a minute about the ice storm that we had on the 15th of November. We tried our best with the workforce that we have available to clean all of the limbs up before Christmas. It was a monumental task. In fact, early on, I authorized overtime every afternoon. Our normal duty day ends at 4 for the workforce. They worked until dark every night, which was about 5:30, and I authorized overtime for that. Also authorized them to work on Saturday. And I can tell you that I went around with our engineer, Toby, and we would look at limbs on the side of the road and pick them all up. And 2 to 3 days later, we go back to the same place and limbs were back again because there were so many limbs and so many yards in the front and back. And I think we're going to get them all, but come this Monday, there was no way we would get them all before Christmas. So I authorized a commercial company to come in and supplement the workforce. And with that, by Friday, we will have all of the limbs picked up, and you can have your relatives or whomever you have come for Christmas, and your yard will be clean. You know what we need now? A motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
Okay, as all of you have probably read in the paper, there is a swearing-in ceremony at Colvin
Aye.
Community Center starting at 7. What you have?
Nothing.
She just wanted to vote.
I'm just voting on that.
On what?
I just like to vote every chance I get.
It's nothing.
She loves to vote.
Put it on the record, Barbara said aye.
I voted.
She's part of the legislative branch, remember?
Part of the legislative branch, that's right. Well, it's really a pleasure for me to look out across the crowd tonight and see all these smiling faces. Thank you for coming to my last city council meeting. Appreciate you. We're adjourned.
All right. Well, thank you all so much for coming tonight. I'm JJ Duvall, and I'm kind of the host of the swearing in here tonight. And so I want to welcome everyone to the 2018 swearing in ceremony for the 2019 Mayor and Council. Before we get started, I'd like to introduce some people here. First, I'd like to introduce Mayor Mike Weaver, sir, if you'll stand up. Mayor, I don't know if that's a happy, that's the most I've seen you smile and I'd like to recognize some of our past officials who are here tonight and joining us. The first guy I see smiling ear to ear, Mr. Chuck Angus, Councilman Chuck Angus. Chuck, will stand up. I see our former councilwoman, Jeanette Stevens, if you'll stand, please. I see former councilman Jacob Pearman, sir, if you'll stand, please. I know I see more people. Councilman Don Yates. Go in the room. Am I missing any more council people? Oh, TW, where are you at? TW, hi. TW, show I think, is that everybody? Ralph Reese. Ralph just turned, I believe, 98 years old, and so congratulations to you guys. Now, I'd also like to recognize former senator of ours, Mr. Joe Braker. We also have Thomas McGuffrey's office, a representative, Brian Smith. And I don't believe I missed any other past elected or current, but I'd like to point out we have two. Oh, Max Doug Goodman. Sorry, Doug. Sorry. Who's hiding? I can't see. Oh, Sheriff John Ward. Thank you, sir, for being here. Part of the goal of our administration and part of us moving forward is the community relationships that we build with our community partners in our other cities. And so I'd like to recognize two people here that are newly elected, and I'm kind of their senior because I've done this job before, so I might have to guide these two along. So I'd like to recognize Mayor of Elizabethtown, Jeff Gregory. I'd like to recognize Mayor of Vine Grove, Pam Ogden. Now, I have to apologize for these two because I missed two. I missed our former magistrate, Philip Grady. I don't know where Philip went. And Circuit Court Clerk, Miss Loretta Craven. Well, I believe that's everybody. Did I miss anyone or anybody that wants to be acknowledged? Well, thank you all so much for being here tonight. This is an exciting time for our community, exciting venture. We have 5 people that are returning to the Radcliffe City Council, and we have one new person, Ms. Pamela Roach, is newly elected. So we're excited about the vision. We're excited about this opportunity of working together. And Mayor Weaver has given me the opportunity to continue to serve. So I've worked with many of you all already, so I feel confident that we're going to have a great administration and a great working relationship. So this time, I would like to ask, I'm going to call you up individually, and this is kind of the order you guys are going to be sitting in. And I also want to mention that Edward Palmer could not be here tonight because he had a prior engagement, but he was sworn in by Judge Shoemake. And so he will be serving with you all as well on the council, and he apologizes for not being able to make it tonight. So with that, I'd like to ask you all if you want to bring your families up. Anybody that you want to stand with you, you're more than welcome to do that. And so this time, Ms. Barbara Baker.
I'm going to start bossing them around.
Next is Ms. Councilwoman Pamela Roach. All right. Next will be Councilwoman Tanya Seabrook. Next would be Kim Thompson. Councilman Kim Thompson. And you guys have been last for how many years? The Yates is now much for Councilman Chris Yates. And so at the beginning of this ceremony, I had sat down to talk to Judge Easton, and I'd asked him how many years he'd been doing this, and it took him about 10 minutes to
Yep,
count up the years.
that's how old I'm getting.
He's been doing this for 18 years. He's from this area, and we're proud to have him tonight to honor us with the swearing-in ceremony.
Thank you. That'll work. They want to see you, so it's okay if they see the back of me as we're doing this, all right? If you are prepared to take the oath, all of you who are council members-elect, please raise your right hands. Do you solemnly swear or affirm that you will support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of this Commonwealth, and be faithful and true to the Commonwealth of Kentucky, so long as you continue a citizen thereof, and that you will faithfully execute, to the best of your ability, the office of member of the City Council of the City of Radcliffe according to law? And do you further solemnly swear or affirm that since the adoption of the present Constitution, you being a citizen of this state, have not fought a duel with deadly weapons within this state nor out of it, nor have you sent or accepted a challenge to fight a duel with deadly weapons, nor have you acted as a second in carrying such a challenge, nor aided or assisted any person thus offending? So help you God. Please say, I do. Congratulations. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations. Now you get to make speeches, right?
Yeah.
Congratulations. See you all. Now they get to make speeches before you, right?
You just want to say thank you?
Yeah.
I'd like to thank everybody for coming, and I just want to let you know that this is the 9th time I've taken that oath, and it means the same to me this time as it did the very first, and I only have you all to thank for the support I've had for all those years. Thank you very much.
I want to wish everyone a Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays and a Happy New Year. My name is Pam DeRoche, and this is my first year, my first opportunity to serve you. And I will do it proudly, and I'll always be open to whatever information that you want to bring to me. So please feel free to, my phone will be available at all times. So thank you so much for giving me this opportunity.
Happy holidays to everybody, and I can even say Merry Christmas. It has been my pleasure to serve the citizens of Radcliffe this first term, and I look forward to having another successful term with you all. Let's enjoy life, and let's do what we can to keep making our city as best as we can. Thank you.
This is my third term, and I'm very humbled to be elected again. And I promise you that I will do the best to serve this community. And I wish everyone a Merry Christmas and Happy New Year's also.
I just want to say I've been honored to serve you these past 2 terms. I thank you for your vote to return me to my 3rd term, to be a voice for you guys. And thank you all for coming out. Merry Christmas.
Jeff, our city clerk, Jeff England, has your all's paperwork. If you don't sign it, you're not legal. So make sure you don't sign it if you don't leave it. Okay? All right. Folks, your 2019-2020 Radcliffe City Council. Everybody got all the pictures they wanted this? We good? All right, go. Thank you all.
You ready? Why don't we put that microphone up there and then you face to the side so they can see you. How's that?
This way.
Yeah, just I'll stand here, you stand there, or I'll just stand in front of the Kentucky flag, you stand in front of the American flag.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna bring my family.
That's good.
All right, next up is going to be our mayor-elect, J.J. Duvall, and probably the best dressed guy in the room. He's done very well over the past. This is my family, so come on up here.
Hi, guys. How are you all? Hi, how are you doing, buddy? How are you? It's good to see you. Hi, Jay. How are you? You come on up, Jay. Come on up. Glad to see you. You stand up here with me. All right. You ready?
Turn this way. Everybody's turning this way.
If you would raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear or affirm that you will support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of this Commonwealth, and be faithful and true to the Commonwealth of Kentucky so long as you continue a citizen thereof, and that you will faithfully execute to the best of your ability the office of Mayor of the City of Radcliffe according to law? And do you further solemnly swear that since the adoption of the present Constitution, you being a citizen of this state, have not fought a duel with deadly weapons within this state nor out of it, nor have you sent or accepted a challenge to fight a duel with deadly weapons, nor have you acted as second in carrying a challenge, nor aided or assisted any person thus offending, so help you God?
I do.
Congratulations, Mayor.
All right, thank you all. So I appreciate that. So I want to thank everybody, but most importantly, I do want to thank the staff that's here tonight. That has helped put this together, Tim and his people, and a lot of other people helping this together. So we're excited. I'm excited to work with Jeff. I'm excited to work with Pam. I think we've got some great things on the horizon. A lot of things to experience over here, and you guys are what we work for every day. We're not going to always get it right. We're going to have some hiccups. But most importantly, I think as long as we work together, work with our county officials, our state officials, I think we're able to push this community forward. Now, before you all leave, I really want to do something a little bit different. And Mayor, if I have your permission, because you're still the boss until January 1st.
Whatever you want to do.
Thank you. You should have never said that. I'd like for everybody to stand up, and we're going to face this way. And I'd like Terry to come up. Terry, where'd you go? Terry, there you are. Come this way, Terry. That way we don't have to make everyone come this way. Come all the way up front. We're going to do a one big, large group photo because this is what it's about. It's about all of us. So